Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This has been a disappointment all the way around. Everybody thought this team was going to be terrific. Ranked in the top 25 to start the season, getting off to an 0-3 start has been shocking, but he continues to believe they have talent. It only takes one game to right the ship, and that starts today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Nittany Lions offense to go on the attack first. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. We got a duo in this game of two of the better tight ends in the country.
You got a great tight end matchup in this game too, David. Both of these programs known for their All-Americans and NFL draft picks at the position. And we know college football is changing. We're seeing tight ends be more versatile. I can't wait to see these two guys go at it today.
And how they deploy these guys, because they can play all over the field, man. They're receivers, they're blockers. So which one of these systems really cuts these guys loose? Who makes the plays? But two guys, man, that do it at an elite level and make defenses respect them.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the run, it's Martin. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Running inside. It's Martin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to run, it's Martin. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And he rolls into the...
so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot, and he pumps it up inside the 20. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Really good job by this defense, understanding tendencies and what they like to do. When they're backed up and they've got this field position, instead of trying to dink and dunk or run the football, they want to take shots, make the big play. Defense more than ready, playing the deep ball, covering all of that ground really, really well.
Here's a heat, and he ends up taking a safety.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
Oh, what a cut! Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Martin. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Quickly complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On the draw, it's Martin. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some...
Here's a little room there. Got enough for the first. A big gain as he goes out of bounds on the last play before the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. The Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Coming out with it, it's Wallace. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Swings it out to his running back. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. What a grab with one hand. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 20 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Orange in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path?
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside. It's Martin. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Using his legs, it's Martin. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Beck. A little release to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Maybe some room here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State, and they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back,
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Pulls it in down the sideline. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. The short hands, it's Diaz. So now it's 2nd and long. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Upstairs to make the catch. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
The run inside. It's Moulton. Maybe a crease. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Martin. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. He takes the knee, and it took a while, but they are finally into the win column. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward.